Hey everybody, today I'm doing the Eyeshadow Junkie tag. I've seen this tag go around a bunch in the last couple months, so I thought, why not do it myself? Okay, so let's just jump right in. I wasn't specifically tagged, but I want to do it anyway, so let's just jump right in. I have it written here because I don't remember all the questions. Anyway, the first one is favorite drugstore line of eyeshadows. I have like two that are pretty much tied, and it's Wet n Wild's. This is just their Comfort Zone palette. Their eyeshadows are always so pigmented. I love them. And the next is Maybelline. Their quads, and specifically these color Eye Studio quads, are always great, and the Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeshadows, always great. Best pigmentation in the drugstore for sure. Love, love, love it. Next question is favorite eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna go with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. Tried and true, been using it forever, since as long as I started wearing eyeshadow primer. It's been the Urban Decay Primer Potion, so love this stuff. Number 3, first eyeshadow. What's your first eyeshadow purchase, and do you still have it? So I repurchased it, so this is not the exact one that I first purchased, but it is pretty beaten up and it kind of looks like it is, but it's not, I promise. It's the Bonnie Bell, can't even see the writing on it. It's the Bonnie Bell quad in Girly Pinks, and this is busted because I dropped it a few times. The lid just came right off. But it's just like pinks and like a deeper pink that looks almost purple. And a nice white highlight. I wore a lot of pink eyeshadow when I started wearing makeup, so this was like heaven to me. I loved it, and I used it all up completely. And then when I was in the store a while ago, I think of some, this is still pretty old, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably like grade 9. Number 4, best drugstore dupe. So obviously from the Comfort Zone palette alone, there's a lot of dupes. So like I heard like this color, I don't have Blue Brown Pigment by MAC, but I heard that this bottom definer color is a dupe for it, which kind of looks like it would be because it's like a blue brown color. But the dupe I have for you guys is actually, it's from the same palette. It's from the Comfort Zone, yeah, but it's with a MAC eyeshadow. So the MAC eyeshadow in All That Glitters. So this one, swatch it, which is just your basic rosy goldy neutral staple color right there, is a dupe. Well, the dupe is in the Comfort Zone palette. The second shade on the left side, that's just a little thingy. It's pretty much the same thing. I would only say the Comfort Zone one is probably a smidge darker, but same thing. So MAC All That Glitters, Comfort Zone palette. Number 5, most underrated product, eyeshadow. So when did you hear about it? Don't give that much love. I would have to say this e.l.f. neutral palette. I love this thing, and although it's not like the most insanely pigmented product from e.l.f., the colors that, like the matte colors, are hit and miss with the mattes. Like you can't, the matte colors are basically a hit and miss, but the shimmers and the satins are dreamy. They're gorgeous. So love this palette. I don't hear anyone talk about this, so very like shocked, because it's a really good drugstore neutral palette with mattes, and you know, the mattes are not that great. It's still pretty good, and I love this. I still use it. Another product eyeshadow wise that I never hear people talking about, or very rarely hear people talk about, are OCC pigments. I got these pigments at IMATS one year, so I have 3 of them. I have Platonic, Dope, and Clove, and I love these things. They are one of the best pigments I've ever used, and I don't know why people don't talk about them as much. They're fairly inexpensive, and I got them at IMAX for a discount, so definitely worth trying these. They're really amazing. Number 6, favorite single eyeshadow. I have all my eyeshadows in here. So favorite single eyeshadow. I have all my single eyeshadows in here. And my favorite single eyeshadow is by MAC, and it's the shade Floof. It is seriously the perfect highlight ever. It's one of my go-to highlights. I love it. I do have a big dip in it. Love, love, love it. Number 7 is favorite cream eyeshadows. Again, it's a tie between MAC paint pots and Maybelline color tattoos. I don't know why I lost my train of thought there and couldn't say it, but definitely some of the best cream shadows that I've used. They stay on all day, they blend out nicely, they're nice and creamy, and they don't dry up that fast, although I did have to recently revive this. I had this for years, and I've had the MAC one for just about the same amount of time, and it's still actually very creamy and workable. So that's my favorite cream shadows. Number 8, favorite neutral eyeshadow. I'm gonna go with probably what everyone else is saying, but the Naked Basics palettes. So the first one's on top, the second one's on the bottom. Try not to blind you, but try not to blind you here. But definitely these, they are neutral colors. They're matte colors. They also have like one like satiny type of finished color in the palette, but as you can see, the first one has more wear than the second one because I had the first one longer, but you can work around these, use them for eyebrow colors. They're very versatile and they're neutral, and they are both amazing palettes that I recommend anyone getting. Favorite colored shadow, number 9, favorite colored shadows, have to go with Urban Decay. Again, more specifically the NYC palette, the Book of Shadows 5 or 4, 3, one of those, 3, 4, or 5, can't remember, but it's the NYC one, the New York City one. They have amazing colors in here. They have some neutrals, yes, but then they have some gorgeous peaches and purples and pinks and greens and teals and blues, and it's just amazing, and I love these colors. I like Urban Decay in general. Probably one of my favorite eyeshadow brands. One of my favorite brands for eyeshadows altogether. Obviously I depotted because the packaging was over excessive, and although it was very cute, it wasn't very practical to store. So I had to depot those. Number 10, best eyeshadow palette ever. I can't decide. I love them all. They're all from the Urban Decay Naked line of shadows, palettes, eyeshadow palettes, to the Too Faced Natural Eye Kits and Too Faced Chocolate Bar palettes. It's just, they're all amazing. All palettes are awesome, and I love them all for different reasons. I love them all for some same reasons, and I just can't choose. Choosing one would be like choosing a favorite child. I know my mom says all the time, she can't choose between me and my brother, the favorite. She can't. It's not on her to choose. That's like with me with eyeshadow palettes. Eyeshadow palettes is like choosing my favorite kid. So I love all my eyeshadow palettes. I can't choose which one's my favorite. I just can't. And I'm sure a lot of people are the same. Especially if you're an eyeshadow junkie, you can't really decide. There's a reason why you're an eyeshadow junkie, let's be honest here. So that's it for my video. I'll see you guys Saturday for my next one, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye.